D'Urville Martin, ladies and gentlemen, where I give Vincent 2 actors and he has 6 films or less to connect them to D'Urville Martin.
Okay.
Superstar of the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent, do you want to redeem yourself? Because the viewers do not realize you were a bit stumped at the screening.
I wasn't stumped. How am I stumped by Tupac? Like, I was trying to bounce around.
You were trying to be a little bit too cute.
Right. But clearly you can get to Tupac pretty fast.
No, clearly you get there, but you didn't really. You needed a little bit of help. More than a little bit of help.
Because I was trying to be cute.
It can't be cute, man.
Right.
Not at the live show.
Right. Well, what do we have? I mean, it's not like it was Fatty Arbuckle. Oh, you can't get to Fatty. I mean, it's Tupac. Of course I can get to Tupac. Go ahead. What we got?
Keeping in theme.
Okay.
We are going to be reviewing Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Yes.
Which stars, among others, Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
So here are 2 other Martins.
Oh, okay. What we got?
Number one. In 6 films or less, connect D'Urville Martin to Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
More commonly known as President Bartlett from the West Wing TV series.
Sure.
Unless you can't use.
Martin Sheen. I want to get to Martin
Sheen. See, here you can be cute.
Right here it can be cute. Which yeah. I think this will be. Because Dead President is probably the quickest. But, Martin Sheen, you got to use Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm.
You always got to talk about Apocalypse Now when you get an opportunity. Lawrence Fishburne is probably.
You like Apocalypse Now?
I love Apocalypse Now. The funny thing, it's not even funny. And this, I think a lot of people are like this. I like the documentary better than the film itself.
Was it Heart of Darkness?
Heart of Darkness, yeah. But D'Urville Martin is in Dolomite.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to make this. In Dolomite with Rudy Ray Moore. Rudy Ray Moore is in The Monkey Hustle with
Yaphet?
No, not Yaphet. What's her name?
Monkey.
We were just talking about Uptown Saturday Night too.
That's not Roseanne, is it? No. Roseanne Cash.
No, not Roseanne Cash.
What are we talking about? Monkey Hustle.
Looking right at her.
Monkey Hustle. Yes.
Is it Roseanne Cash?
Yeah, Rosalind Cash.
Rosalind Cash, right. Rosalind Cash. Rosalind Cash is in oh my God, what's the Mom's Mabley movie?
I see the poster. With her on it. I gotta go to Mom's Mabley movie.
Amazing Grace.
Thank you.
Is in Amazing Grace with Butterfly McQueen.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfly McQueen is in Gone with the Wind with Vivian Leigh.
Oh boy.
Vivian Leigh is in A Streetcar Named Desire with Marlon Brando. That's Vivian Leigh, isn't it? Isn't that Vivian Leigh in A Streetcar Named Desire? Who plays Blanche?
I wanna see.
Pretty sure that's Vivian Leigh.
Hold on. I could be wrong. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I only know Vivian Leigh for 2 movies.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Marlon Brando is, of course, in Apocalypse Now with Martin Sheen.
Very good.
There you go.
All right. You did it, Vince.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about Apocalypse Now?
I like the documentary.
Mm-hmm. Love the documentary.
I don't know if I get the movie.
What do you mean by you don't get it?
I guess it just doesn't get me. I get bored while I'm watching the movie.
It's long.
Yeah, and I guess
it's long, and I can see how. The funny thing about Apocalypse Now is that most of what holds your attention, Oliver Stone and other, all those filmmakers who in his wake, what's his name that did Full Metal Jacket?
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, and all of them kind of took a lot of what kind of holds you in Apocalypse Now and kind of made it sexier almost.
Well, I think they did it a little better.
I mean, better is, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see that. I can see it. When was the last time you watched it?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, and now I did enjoy the documentary.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the documentary, but the other thing is watching the documentary and then trying to watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now Marlon Brando's just getting the hell on my nerves.
Okay.
Because he's just such a jerk off.
Yeah, but he's so good in Apocalypse Now. Because what I was going to say is I actually sit through Apocalypse Now to get to him.
I mean, that's a long sit.
It's a long sit, but I think it's worth it. But all right, who's our next Martin?
All right, next Martin, Vincent.
Next Martin.
In 6 films or less, connect Dervell Martin to Martin Short.
Martin Short. We were just talking about Martin Short because we were talking about Bowfinger. Talking about being cute. You get to Martin Short.
He's not in Bowfinger.
No. I'm sorry, but Steve Martin is. Okay. And when I think about Martin Short, like most of the stuff I think about him in, he's with Steve Martin, which, Dick Anthony Williams is in The Jerk, so it gets to him immediately. But can I get to Martin Short with my favorite Martin Short movie?
Oh, I'm curious. What is your favorite Martin Short movie?
All right, let me get out real fast. So Dervell Martin is in 5 on the Black Hand Side with Dick Anthony Williams. Dick Anthony Williams is in Mo Better Blues with Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Jackson is in Jackie Brown. I could have gone to Pam Grier way, but she's in Jackie Brown with Robert De Niro, who's in Midnight Run with Charles Grodin.
Okay.
And Charles Grodin is in Clifford with Martin Short.
Clifford?
Oh, you don't know Clifford?
I mean, I know what Clifford is, but...
You've never seen Clifford?
No, I've never seen Clifford.
It's the most bizarre film. Martin Short plays a little boy. Right. Y'all didn't hear Dylan laugh off, but that and that's sort of the hook.
Oh, that's not even what I'm thinking Clifford is.
No, not Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Clifford the Big Red Dog. Like he was in that.
No, the movie where Martin Short plays the little boy who destroys Charles Grodin's life.
The story of a 10-year-old boy who stays with his uncle while his parents are at a business trip in Honolulu.
It is the most bizarre film. Because it's kind of like Cable Guy, where it's supposed to be funny, but it ends up being so mean-spirited that it's like...
Yeah, it says it's a black comedy.
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking about black films that people champion and things that... Clifford has this sort of cult following now, and I'm part of the cult.
Really?
It is the darkest film. Because this kid is basically a terrorist, but he's played by Martin Short.
Yeah,
and it's so bizarre. And the whole special effects is basically Martin Short on his knees with this weird wig on.
Yeah, I see it. It's
Oh,
It's a disturbing little.
I don't know if I'm recommending it because it really is like blue cheese or one of those, my wife calls them like cave cheeses, like one of those kind of really intense cheeses that like if you like it, you love it, but you understand why people hate it. Oh, I love Clifford.
Interesting.
And you know, it's Charles Grodin. So, you know, Charles Grodin just anyway, like it is pitch
I love myself some Charles Grodin.
It is pitch black comedy.
Hey.
But yeah, Martin Short and Clifford.
I'll have to check this out. I have to check. I'm not aware of that movie. I'm thinking about the Big Red Dog, which I could see, to be fair, I could see Martin Short being in the Big Red Dog.
I want you to like Clifford, but let's be clear. I don't know if you'll like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to watch it.
What's a comp?
I don't know what that means.
What's a movie that you would compare it to? Like in
Cable
tone?
Guy.
I like Cable Guy.
It's darker than Cable Guy, but yeah, but it's the same. It's that same vein.
Okay.
It's like if Pee-wee's Big Adventure had a baby with Cable Guy, it would be this.
It would be Clifford.
It would be Clifford because it's
10-year-old
so bizarre.
Okay.
But then it's also pitch black.
All right. I'm gonna look it up.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's around. It's around. And like once you look it up, you know, it's sort of like you buy a blue car and then you realize everybody has all these blue cars. Like if you look it up, like someone wrote a long essay on it a couple of years ago for like Vulture.
Really? About this movie, Clifford?
It really
With
is.
Martin Short and Charles Grodin.
It really is this cult classic.
Okay.
But yeah, Martin Short's and Clifford. It's my favorite Martin Short movie.
Can't say I have my favorite Martin Short movie is
Three Amigos?
Three Amigos. Love Three Amigos.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
He's not in Dirty.
Not in Dirty Rotten
Steve
Scoundrels.
Martin and Michael Caine.
Why did I think Martin Short was in that?
If he is, I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in a
Right.
short role, but
Right.
he's not like the star.
I like the Father of the Bride movies.
You know what? I actually tried to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe during the pandemic.
Don't age well.
Not for me.
I can see that.
Not for me. And it's not for not wanting to love. You know, I love Steve Martin.
And I know you like the original one better.
No, I don't like the original one.
Really?
I don't like the original. Not every. First of all, I don't like all black and white movies.
I just figure you like all them old segregation movies.
Well, okay.
That Miss Benny, I got your drink. I thought it was
no.
that you just loved.
First of all, that's not in The Father of the Bride.
I just assumed Rochester was in all them old movies.
Rochester's not in all of those old movies. And I was a fan of Eddie.
Is that Jack Benny, though, in the original?
No.
Who's in the original?
Spencer Tracy.
Spencer Tracy.
And Elizabeth Taylor.
And Elizabeth is not a dude. Hey, Mr. Tracy, I got your drink.
No.
It's nobody. It's not a black.
No.
Hey, Mr. Tracy, I got your drink.
No.
Nobody is.
No.
Come on over here, girl. Let me dress you.
Are you finished?
It's not like a black maid or nothing in it. It's...
Now, there is a black maid.
See?
And to your point.
And I would watch it and shake my head and say, that's a damn shame.
Well,
it's work at the post office.
Well, to your point, when trying to watch that, because that's what happened. It came on, the original, and I said, oh, and I'm sure I had seen it. Well, it's certainly been a minute.
Sure.
Let me turn it on.
Right, it's an old time movie. I'm Lynn. I like this stuff.
I'm watching it. And the daughter comes out and she's talking about she invited her boyfriend over for dinner or whatever.
Sure.
And mom's like, oh well, I guess we'll make it work. Oh, Beulah. And Beulah,
what you need, ma'am?
Comes out. It's like, we're going to have, I think, one more plate for dinner.
Oh, I sure don't know if it's enough pork chops for somebody new. Was that?
She didn't say that.
It's just, I sure don't know if it's enough
She
pork
did not
chops
say,
for
I
extra
sure
guests.
don't know.
If it's enough pork chops for extra
They
guests.
don't eat pork chops. They didn't eat pork chops. I think it was chicken. But
I sure don't know if it's enough chicken because I snuck a piece. Was that the line? Was that the line? I sure don't know if it's enough chicken because I snuck a piece. Was that the line?
That wasn't the line. That wasn't the line.
Okay, all right, just
But something about the way Beulah
you look.
came out, I don't remember her name,
Right.
but came out
Mm-hmm.
and just said, mm-hmm, and then like turned around.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can't watch
And she
this.
was like muttering under her breath.
I-
These white folks is just inviting folks in here for extra chicken. Ain't no extra chicken. Whoever heard of extra chicken? It's always just enough chicken or not enough chicken. You never know extra chicken. Was that the line? Was that the line delivery? Like under her breath?
that may have been the subtext.
That made this.
It may have been the subtext.
Subtext.
But I believe she said something like, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I immediately turned it off. I said, I can't watch this. I can't.
We've had a black president.
I can't.
I don't have to do this.
I couldn't watch it. But then, so I said, well, let me try watching the remake.
Right. I feel like, did we talk about this?
I don't remember.
All right, go ahead.
So I turned
It's
on
a
the
glitch in the Matrix.
So I turned on the remake.
Uh-huh.
But and there's no black maid in there.
Right.
But then it's just all this white privilege.
So you kind of missed the black maid?
And I was like,
You missed the black? Did you miss the black
no, I
maid?
didn't miss the black maid.
Okay.
But the white privilege got on my nerves.
Right. There's plenty of chicken to go around.
I can't watch
You
this.
can't watch this either.
I stopped. I think I turned on Scarface.
As one does.